Welcome to Twilight Theory lesson number 27. And to start off, we'll be drawing the number, or not drawing, finding the number that the variable stands for. So, looking at our example here, we have 8 divided by 2 equals x. X equals blank. And our explanation here says that since 8 divided by 2 equals 4, x equals 4. So, this whole page is basically just assuming if you know your times tables already or not. So, let's go to number one. Here we have 18 divided by 3 equals A. A equals blank. So this one's asking us basically what's the quotient of 18 divided by 3. And basically, other than we know that we just need to find what number times 3 gets us 18. And if you know your times tables, then you know that number will be 6. So your answer for number 1 is 6. For number 2, we have b times 4 equals 20. B equals blank. This is asking us what times 4 will get us 20. And assuming that you know your times tables, b is equal to 5 because 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. So our answer for number 2 is 5. For number 4, we have 16 divided by 4 equals d. And just like number 1, it's asking us what d is. So we just need to know what number equals, or what number times 4 equals 16. And we know that 4 times 4 equals 16 because 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 gets us 16. So our answer for number 4 is, well, 4. And lastly for this page, we have 28 divided by 7 equals e. And just like our two previous examples, we're trying to find what e is. So we need to look at our values here. We can see that we have 28 divided by 7. So we're trying to find what number times 7 will get us 28. And of course, if you know your times tables, we know that number is 4. So e will be 4. Continuing to the next page, looks like we're going to do the same thing again. So I'm going to avoid these ones and go try to do the different ones. So looking at number 8, we have h times 6 equals 24. Some is a typo, I assume, which is, I'm assuming this is supposed to be an h equals blank. So this one's asking us what h times what, or 6 times h equals 24. So it's asking us what times 6 equals 24. And honestly, let's do this one slower, and just in case you don't know your times table. So let's add 6 as many times as it takes to get to 24. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Let me add the 6 right here too. And then 12 plus 6 is 18. And 18 plus 6 is 24. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4. That tells us that b is equal to, or h is equal to 4. On number 11, we have k times 7 equals 21. And this one's basically asking us what times 7 equals 21. So I'm gonna assume that, or I'm gonna imagine that you do not know your times tables. So I'm gonna add them up slowly. So 7, 14, 21. That means that it takes 3 times, 7 needs to be added 3 times. So it tells us that k is equal to 3. And lastly, for number 13, we have 2 times m equals 20. What is m? And basically, we already know that anything divided by 2 is going to be half of it. So looking at 20, what's half of 20? Well, we know that number is 10. So our answer for number 13 is 10. For this next page, looks like we'll be completing these comparisons. So looking at number 1, we have 10 divided by 2 equals blank times 1. So let's first find out what 10 times 2 is. Well, just like before, we know that anything divided by 2 is half of it. So half of 10 will be 5. And now we just need to see what times 1 will get us to 5. And if we know our rules, multiply by 1, anything times 1 will be itself. So our answer for number 1 is just 5. Number 2, we have blank divided by 2 equals 3 times 3 plus 4. So we know that 3 plus 4 is 7. So basically we just need to find out what divided by 2 gets us 7. And we can go backwards with this, actually. We can instead multiply by 2, and then that will get us our answer. So 7 times 2, same thing as 7 plus 7, that gets us 14. So our answer for number 2 is 14. For number 6, we have 24 divided by 3 equals blank times 2. So let's find 24 divided by 3 first. 24 divided by 3, what times 3 gets us 24? Well, if you know your times tables, you know that number would be 8. So let's put an 8 right here. Now we have equals blank times 2. And so we just need to know what plus itself will get us 8. And let's think. We know the number is 4. Moving on to our word problems. Number 1, Kyle made 18 muffins. He put 3 in each bag. How many bags did Kyle fill? So if you know your times tables, you can instantly finish this one, but I'm going to assume you don't. And I'm going to slowly draw it out. So he has 18 muffins in total. So actually, I'm going to draw dots. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 18. And he put 3 in each bag. So let's separate all of them. So here's 3, here's 3, here's 3, here's 3, here's 3, and here's the last 3. So we can count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. So number 1 is 6. Number 2, Melinda has 24 trading cards. She puts the cards in piles of 6. How many piles does she make? Well, obviously, I do not want to draw 24 trading cards, so we're just going to assume that each of these little circles are equal to 6. And so I want to imagine that these are 6 each, and I'm going to see how many it takes to get 24. So 1, so that's 6. Second stack is 12. Another stack is 18. And last stack is 24. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks, which means we're basically the same thing as piles. So number 2, she makes 4 piles.